Ripa has never been shy about sharing her life on air. Whether it's embarrassing parenting moments, spicy marital anecdotes, or her morning caffeine dependence, the Live with Kelly and Mark co-host gives her audience honesty wrapped in humor. But recently, her husband and co-host Mark Consuelos managed to stir the pot with just one offhand comment that sent Kelly into mock outrage and sparked a hilarious, candid conversation about love, aging, and what it really means to grow old together. It all happened during a lighthearted segment where the couple discussed their weekend plans. With banter as quick and natural as ever, Mark casually dropped the line that made Kelly's jaw drop. "You know, Kel, we're getting up there in age." For a split second, the studio audience gasped before bursting into laughter. Kelly, ever the queen of on-air comebacks, snapped her head around and locked eyes with her husband. "Excuse me," she demanded, eyebrows raised in mock indignation. "I don't know who you're talking about, but I personally am in the prime of my life." The exchange sent ripples of amusement through the audience, but beneath the laughter, it tapped into something deeper, the couple's very real journey of aging together in the spotlight. Kelly versus Mark, a playful war of words. Mark, trying to backpedal, clarified his point. "I just mean, we've been at this a long time. We're not the kids who ran off to Vegas with $174 to our name anymore. We're seasoned." Kelly pounced. "Seasoned? Like chicken? Like an old cast-iron skillet," she teased, hand dramatically pressed to her heart. The two went back and forth, riffing in a way that only a couple with decades of history could. Mark tried words like mature, wise, and experienced, each one earning him more playful side-eye from Kelly. "Keep digging, Consuelos," she warned. "This is why I say never remind a woman of her age unless you want to sleep on the couch." But as always, their teasing was layered with affection. What could have been an awkward moment became a masterclass in how couples can address the sometimes touchy subject of aging without letting it weigh them down. The reality of aging in the spotlight. Kelly and Mark have lived their adult lives in front of cameras. Fans have literally watched them grow from soap opera sweethearts on All My Children to proud parents of 3, and now as empty nesters embarking on a new chapter. Hollywood isn't always kind to people getting up there in age, especially women. Kelly has spoken openly about the pressures of looking camera-ready every morning and the unsolicited comments she receives online about her appearance. Mark, meanwhile, has faced his own wave of scrutiny, from graying hair to questions about his physique. Yet, instead of hiding from these conversations, they lean into them. Mark's slip about getting up there gave them the chance to laugh at the inevitable truth. Time spares no one, not even TV's most energetic morning hosts. Kelly, never one to let her husband off easy, quipped, "Well, at least you still look like you could play a 30-year-old heartthrob. I'll just be over here looking for a wrinkle filter." Why fans love their honesty. What makes Kelly and Mark's dynamic so magnetic is not just their chemistry, but their willingness to be real. Viewers aren't tuning in to watch a polished, scripted couple pretend everything is perfect. They want the bickering, the playful digs, and the unscripted moments that mirror their own marriages. When Mark admitted they were aging, it was the kind of moment that resonates with any couple who's been together long enough to see laugh lines deepen and children grow up. It's a reminder that long-lasting relationships aren't about avoiding uncomfortable truths, they're about finding humor in them. Social media buzzed after the episode, with fans praising the duo's authenticity. One commenter wrote, "Kelly and Mark make me feel better about getting older. If they can laugh about it, so can I." Another added, "Their marriage is relationship goals. They fight, they tease, but you can see the love underneath it all." A look back, from young lovers to seasoned partners. It's easy to forget that Kelly and Mark's whirlwind romance began in the 90s when they eloped in Las Vegas after meeting on All My Children. With little money but plenty of passion, they built a life together that has weathered both the joys and challenges of fame. They raised 3 children, navigated demanding careers, and somehow kept their marriage intact through the ups and downs that often claim celebrity couples. Now, nearly 30 years later, the comment about being up there in age carries weight. They aren't the newlyweds hiding in Vegas anymore. They're a team with history, scars, laughter, and wisdom. Every wrinkle, Kelly has said before, is a laugh we've shared or a night we stayed up worrying about our kids. I wouldn't trade them. Turning a trigger into a teaching moment. What could have been a touchy subject turned into a relatable, heartwarming reminder about love and aging. Kelly admitted, after the laughs died down, that she doesn't fear getting older. She fears missing out on enjoying the life they've built. Honestly, I don't mind the years. It's a privilege to grow old. What gets me is thinking we're halfway through our story. I want 30 more years of bickering with you, she said, softening the exchange. Mark, in his trademark earnest way, replied, "You'll have to put up with me for way longer than that." The audience melted, and the moment shifted from comedy to tenderness, exactly the emotional roller coaster fans expect from them. Lessons from Kelly and Mark's exchange. Their candid conversation reveals a few truths about navigating life and love. Humor is the best weapon against aging anxiety. If you can laugh about seasoning like a cast iron pan, you've already won. Couples grow, evolve, and age together. It's not about avoiding change, but embracing it side by side. Vulnerability strengthens relationships. Admitting fears, teasing each other, and having honest conversations create intimacy. Aging is universal. Even glamorous celebrities deal with laugh lines, backaches, and the occasional slip of the tongue. What's next for the power couple? Far from shying away from their age, Kelly and Mark seem ready to embrace this new chapter with the same energy they've always had. They're thriving as co-hosts, finding joy in their empty nester lifestyle, and continuing to be refreshingly real about the ups and downs of long-term love. Kelly ended the segment with one last jab. "For the record, I'm not up there. I'm just slightly elevated." The audience roared with laughter, and Mark bowed his head, conceding defeat, but not before squeezing her hand under the desk. That gesture, small but telling, summed it all up. No matter how many years pass, no matter how many playful arguments unfold on live television, Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos are proof that love not only endures, it gets better with age.